Okay, guys, so we are here for for our third review in this little series of ours, Cars 3. Oh my gosh, so much freaking better than the second one, right?
Yeah, it is.
Really quickly, for the story, I'm just going to read it out off IMDb. Lightning McQueen sets out to prove to a new generation of racers that he's still the best race car in the world. Yeah, sort of, but it's fair to say that his time is coming to an end.
Yes, it is.
I love this movie. I really do. I really do like it. It was definitely a lot better than Cars 2, and this one actually focuses on McQueen, like it should have in the second one, but it didn't. But we finally got what we wanted.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Chris Cooper as Smokey. Wow.
Yeah, it focused way more on McQueen than it did in number 2, and I think when it focuses more on McQueen, it's a bit better because
it's what it's meant to be about. It's meant to be about him and his
racing career.
Racing, yeah.
Racing career, yeah.
Yeah, Chris Cooper played Smokey. And the name of a character isn't technically a spoiler, so don't start that shit in the comments.
I forgot who Smokey was.
If I actually did tell you who Smokey is, then that would be a spoiler. But just the name of this certain character isn't a spoiler. But Smokey.
But we won't tell who he actually is.
So. Yeah, we'll try and strain a lot away. We won't do any spoilers in this review. Yeah, you have a pretty big cast in this movie. Like Owen Wilson, of course, as McQueen, and Cristela Alonso. I have no idea who that is.
Alonso?
She plays Cruz Ramirez, and of course, Chris Cooper and Nathan Fillion, who, when I watched the trailer, I knew exactly who it was when I heard his voice.
Sterling.
Green Lantern, Buck from Halo. He has played a lot of characters. Anyway, Larry the Cable Guy as Mater.
Why?
We know that from the second one, but that's not his actual name. That can't be Larry's actual name. The Cable Guy. This is my theory. I actually think that, the guy who plays Mater is just a cable guy that they then heard his voice and it was like, oh, can you really amp that up for this character that we want you to play in Cars? And that's how we got Mater. That's my theory. And
Arnie Hammer?
No, it's
Arnie.
No, it's an M. Armie Hammer.
Armie
played Jackson Storm. Armie Hammer is on the Green Lantern shortlist, which if you don't know what that is, the Green Lantern shortlist is a short list of actors who are being looked at to play the next Green Lantern, the next Hal Jordan. Doesn't he look like Hal Jordan?
A bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, back on Cars.
No, wait. Ryan Reynolds is also on that short list. Why? I have no idea. But if they do that, then that means that the first Green Lantern movie, it is a part of the DCEU, if they go with Ryan Reynolds. But I actually want Armie Hammer to play Green Lantern. Anyway, yes, back on Cars.
Back on Cars now.
Back on Cars. I just love DC so much. At the moment.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Kerry Washington is in this. As Natalie Certain who? Oh, that's
Who's
that.
that?
That's that. Never mind. I can't say it here. But Kerry Washington is in this. She should have played a bigger role than the role she did. Anyway, so let's get down to this movie. I liked it a lot more than the second one. Is it as good as the first one? Not as good, but it is almost as good. Like, I had a few problems with this movie. This movie is not perfect, okay? This movie has, I will say, a little bit... It has a few more problems than the first one. And a lot less problems than the second one. So try and put that together in your brain. But this Cars 3 starts off in the most annoying way. It starts off with 3, I'm not even kidding, I can't remember because I only saw it once, but 3 or 4 montage scenes, just one after the other. Montage scenes. I mean, I'm fine if it's just one, because that's just like a montage scene. You could use that to help us catch up with McQueen and how he's been doing ever since the first and second one, right? But what they do is they use, a substantial more amount of montage scenes to actually give us the story, right? To set up the first act, right? I mean, no, okay, it was very annoying, but something that I can glance over once I focus on the rest of the movie when we actually get into the rest of the movie. So that's my first problem with it. It started off with way too many montages. All I needed was one just to catch up with McQueen and how he's doing. The rest actually go into story, which we didn't need a montage scene for that. Anyway, Jackson Storm's introduction was very well done, even though it was in a montage scene. But it was very well done, and I like Jackson Storm.
So do I.
There was a lot of parallels between him and McQueen in the first one. A lot of parallels. Both cocky, not caring about anyone else but themselves. Yes. I'm going to pass along to you. What do you have to say? About anything.
Okay. Well, I really liked the character, Cruz.
Yes, she was a good character. She was funny.
I can't say much about her because you guys haven't watched the movie, but I'm not going to spoil anything, but, like, she's just, like, a really good... I can't explain it. She's a really good character, and...
Let's just say that, for spoilers' sake, so that we don't spoil, McQueen and Cruz Ramirez both motivate each other in separate directions. Like, I don't know how to say it either, but, like, separate directions may have been the wrong example for what I'm trying to talk about, but they both motivate each other quite well. And I will say this, their chemistry is so funny, and one of the best parts of this movie, their chemistry, they were fantastic, right? I actually thought that we were going to see a little bit of
romance
cheating. Yeah, romance, but that can't happen because of Sally. And I thought that they were actually going to go down that dark road, but they didn't. Cruz is,
but
especially seeing as how old McQueen is compared to Cruz, that would be weird. So we're just going to keep it with McQueen and Sally.
Yeah, but what you said in the second review that we did, you said that what if they had an argument about something, Sally and McQueen?
Yeah, I would have liked to. I still would like to see. It's not in this movie, okay, but I still would like to see McQueen and Sally go through a really rough patch. It would really put some emphasis on Sally, because Sally was only in the spotlight for the first movie, right? We only really got to know her in the first movie, and that's it. And we haven't really got... She was barely in the second movie, but she's in it a lot more in this one, which I'm thankful for, but I still want to see more of Sally. I don't know why they haven't given it to us. The thing Okay, so the trailers and the ads and the posters, all of the movie's propaganda make it out to be that McQueen is getting old, which he is getting old, and he is facing a newer generation, right? And it makes it out to be that he and Jackson Storm are going to go head to head, and that McQueen might come out on top. That's what the whole propaganda, the whole movie's propaganda, is showing us. It makes you think that, but don't believe it, okay? it starts off like that, but I'm not going to tell you how it ends. So do not expect what the movie's trailers and posters and TV spots are making you think. Do not believe that. Okay, go in expecting nothing. You will probably enjoy it like that, but I enjoyed it anyway because I've grown up with cars. Sorry about the train, but we live right next to a freaking train station, so that will happen.
That's the other reason why I think they're gonna make a fourth one, because they showed Jackson Storm, and then then there's no more cars. I just think that they should show one more movie about Jackson Storm and McQueen, and also Cruz.
I don't think they should. I think this franchise has had a good run with a rough patch in the middle, but it's over.
All franchises always.
And if they reboot it, please don't reboot it, okay? But it's Pixar, so they're smart. We know they're not going to do that. That's it. It's a good movie. I really can't say anything else other than what I have said without spoiling anything. So it's a good movie. It has some problems. I will say it has some pacing problems. There are times where it starts to slow down, story and script wise. It starts to slow down, and and then it speeds back up, pun intended, and then it slows back down, speeds back up. The pacing is a little all over the place sometimes. There are parts of the movie where the pacing is just a little off, but overall it's a really good movie. I like it. If anyone says that they don't like, and other people on YouTube have said that they don't like the Cars franchise, or they've just never found it appealing, or they don't think it's one of Pixar's best. It is one of Pixar's best when they do it right, like the first and third one. I think Cars has had a good run. I don't want them to make any more, but if they do, I wouldn't be. I would be open to the idea of a fourth one, but I don't want them to.
One other thing that I can say: go watch Cars 3.
Yeah, go watch Cars 3. It's really
good.
Inspiring and hopeful and happy. So go watch it. What's your consensus?
What?
What's your final thoughts on the film before we go?
I don't know. All I can say is just go watch it and watch it yourselves and see what you think.
Okay. See you guys.
Bye!